Hello, Balu TV here. So today I'm going to share 3 superpowers which have truly transformed my life. The first one is awareness. So what do I mean by awareness? Awareness is something that I realized that was absolutely essential in any transformational journey. Anytime you say you want to change a situation in your life, it absolutely starts with awareness. Awareness of what it is that you are not happy with. Awareness of what that gap is between where you are now and where it is that you want to go. Awareness that this is a situation that you're simply tolerating instead of celebrating. For example, I worked in an international company for 14 years. I loved it for most of the time. But if I'm honest, the last few years, about 3 of them, did not have the same spark and passion and just full-heartedness that the other years had had for me. And I just have to admit that actually I wasn't listening to my heart any longer. I was not very self-aware at that point in time, because looking back, I maybe should have left earlier. And so when I really tuned in and I realized that although this job was for many people a dream job, for me it was like a beautiful pair of shoes that a child has outgrown, and there's nothing wrong with a pair of shoes. Children grow very quickly, but it will hurt if you continue to try and squeeze the child's foot into that pair of shoes, the child's feet. And so awareness is important. Where is it pinching a little bit? Where does it hurt? How does it hurt? What is the issue that you're having? Could it be with a relationship that you're having? Could it be something to do with your health? Could it be that you don't like the space that you're living in? It could be anything. But you get to be aware first of all. And I emphasize this point because so many people don't even get to the stage of awareness. So if you are already in the stage where you're feeling the discomfort and you're aware of the discomfort, you're aware of the desire to move, congratulations. Second superpower is acceptance, and this one is huge. Acceptance means, okay, something is not quite right, or there's a desire of something more, and I'm going to be very real about exactly where I am now. And I'll give you an example. Imagine you have a friend who lives in San Francisco, and let's assume that you're traveling around the world, but you actually live in South Africa. And your friend knows you're traveling, and your friend doesn't know exactly where you are. And the friend says, hey, where are you right now? And for some reason, people pleasing, or goodness knows what other reason we tell to not exactly be true to ourselves, you say, I'm in the United Kingdom. It's nearer San Francisco, right? Your friend says, fantastic. I'm going to send you a ticket so you can get from the UK to San Francisco. But you are still in South Africa. Do you see how you sold yourself short? It's exactly the same thing in anything. When we are at a certain place and we know we want to go to a certain place, if we are not honest with ourselves, really honest about exactly where we are right now, and we deceive ourselves and we say we're somewhere else, then we can only activate within ourselves, call in from the universe the resources of what it is that we have asked for. The gap between the United Kingdom and South Africa and San Francisco, instead of getting the full trip paid for by your generous friend. So please, when you have become aware that there is discomfort or desire or both, and then you get to be very honest about how far is the gap between where it is I am now and where it is I want to go. Right? or how bad things truly are. Is this a sustainable situation? Is this something where I'm going to choose to continue to stay in this situation, although it feels more like I'm being tolerated? It feels more like I'm tolerating it as opposed to celebrating it or being celebrated. And the third thing I'm going to share is intention. And intention is that's a good one. Now, intention is about getting clear about what it is that you truly want. Many of us are very good. We have PhDs in what I don't want. If I asked you right now to tell me 10 things you don't want, you would probably have a list that's very long. But if I then ask you what you want, what happens to the most intelligent people? I work with highly intelligent women. And then there is paralysis. There is the fear of, am I getting it wrong? There's the fear of, if I choose this one, how about the other one? There is the FOMO. Do you see what I mean? And so it's very important to understand that we just get to be clear about what we want, and we get to step into the confidence that is required to speak what we want. So please do not be going to the ocean with a teaspoon. If there is an ocean in front of you, then please do not go with a teaspoon. Don't even go with a bucket. Why don't you just hook up a pipeline so you have an everlasting flow? Do you see what I mean? And I know that it may seem easier said than done, because what will people say? Will people say that you're greedy, right? Will people say, who do you think you are, right? But how about you? What are you saying to yourself? Do you believe you deserve it? Right? So it's very important that when we are going into the mode of asking for what we want, we ask from a place of worthiness. We ask from a place of deservedness. We ask from a place knowing we are the prize. And whatever it is that you desire, you may have. So, first superpower, be aware. Second superpower, accept fully so you get the full resources that you need. And the third superpower, the intention, that is what's going to send out a tone, a frequency, a hook to pull back what it is that you desire. In the next video, I'm going to share about what goes beyond intention. Intention is great. It is powerful, but there's something more. Love and light. Bye-bye.